You won't believe how many people do not actually know Black people phenotype or African phenotype in general. So let me help. Now, let me explain how. Our phenotype is what your genetic expression has instructed the coding to express. Biology. So basically what you can see with your two eyes. That is what is instructed to be expressed, okay? So when it comes to Black people, our genetic phenotypic expression from the genetic material is that we have what you call EU melanin, true melanin, if you will. Remember, is that in that note, true melanin. So true melanin comes from dark to brown. It ranges from darkness to brown. Okay, number one, that's probably one of the largest contribution to what Black people are. Second one is our skull. Our skull shape is very distinct. It has its own shape, which then gives us our forward jawline. Every Black person has a forward jawline. When you turn, you'll be able to see a Black person by their forward jawline. Second to that, their lips. Black people have full lips. That's another phenotype, full lips. Another phenotype is that we have a broad nose. Broad nose. Our nose is not narrow, our nose is broad. It's broad. And finally, our hair. Our hair goes towards the sun. It does not fall down. It's not confused. It does what it was instructed to do, which is like it's supposed to grow toward the sun. It doesn't fall down. So now remember, we have a forward jawline, full lips, broad nose, and our hair growing towards the sun. Okay, that is the expression of Black people. Now, there will be some people that would have one of these elements, one or two of these elements, right? So they could have the melanin, right? Which is what you call Dravidian. Dravidian can now have melanin, but their hair would be a Caucasian, which is why their classification is dark skin Caucasian, right? When you have a skull that is not quote unquote Negroid, the skull is not Black people's skull, which then gives them a different jawline, which then gives them a different hair shape, which then gives them a narrow nose, because that genetics has expressed the ancestral lineage of those people does not come from us. They can have a what you call a dark skin gene, which would then give them a light skin, but they would have what? Some one or two of our features, but they are not us still. And this is why we have to be like, yeah, nah. This is why we have to know what is the Black people phenotype. Our EU melanin is not confused. Our full lips do what they need to do. Our broad nose, yes, and our hair growing towards the sun. Now, if some people have their hair, you know, not being our phenotypic expression, and then they would be ruled out automatically, because there's no middle ground. That's what I've learned about our ancestors and the information level and the knowledge they have attained. They've studied this very well, very, very well. There's nothing to confuse about. There's no middleman. You either or yeah. The rite of passage is so important more than ever. So again, EU melanin, which stands for true melanin, that's what Black people has, and our full lips, broad nose, and our hair growing towards the sun, and of course our jawline. And there is an exception. Indigenous Australian have a forward jawline. So when you look at them, from here down, they have our look, but their hair is a dark skin Caucasian hair. That's the only exception. So those are the people that have our forward jawline. But apart from that, remember what a Black people or African phenotype is. I hope that helps.
Living a dream, living the African dream.
Get you a copy of Africa 101. Trust me,